Last time I streamed Chimera Squad, the internet broke on me, and all I got to do was show the tutorial. So now I've been playing for a while. I've gotten through one of the investigations. I'm just partway into the second one, and I've built up a squad of like 8 characters now. So, hey, Sangatsu, thanks for joining me. So let's just jump right into it. I'm ready to go on my next mission. Ooh, but I've got a decision to make here. Let's see. Oh, no, I don't. So, my next big investigation mission is 5 days out. So I've got to fill that time intelligently with useful things. All of these locations are about to get some unrest, and I get to decide which one of these I'm going to pursue. So if I pursue this one, I'll get a prize, which is an epic pistol. I've already got one epic pistol, but I have 2 characters who use pistols, so that sounds like kind of an unmissable opportunity. If I pick this one, I won't get that one, and vice versa. So this one seems useful because it'll reduce unrest in the city, and I'm pretty sure that if I let the anarchy get too high, that's going to be bad for me. But kind of generic rewards, I don't know. And then here, protect food supply. This one will let me advance. Like basically, if I do this mission, I think it'll knock a couple of days off the time it takes to get to the big story mission. But I don't want to do that. I kind of want to go on more of these missions and build up my troops. So I'm going to not try to advance the story. Instead, I think I'll go here. But when I go here, you'll see all of these areas are going to get worse. So it's going to be costly, but I really want that pistol. So the difficulty is going to be very difficult. I've queued up the team that I want to take with me. It's these folks. So Godmother and Cherub and Terminal, these were all some of my original people. And so they're some of my most leveled up characters. Patchwork is new. So I've still sort of got her in training. But she's really powerful. She actually can take down androids like nobody's business. So let's get in there and see how these characters work. Hey there, Trev Storm and Ranith Cord. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for the birthday wishes. This is my birthday.
This location. Hostiles unaware of our approach.
Okay, so they don't know we're coming. All right, so the breach. Oh, I should actually move my head so that you can see a little bit better. So breaching just gets more and more interesting as the game goes on. In the tutorial, it was pretty simple. But here we can see like there's a side window and 2 rappel points, and each of these has a different effect on whoever goes through it. So these 2 have good visibility, which means we get plus 25 aim for the characters that go through. This one means the characters get plus 3 mobility. So my characters that I want to have running around, getting into position, maybe my short range melee people, are the ones that I want to have here. And then my characters who are maybe have worse aim or are less well trained, they should go in here and get the aim bonuses. And another thing that I have recently learned is that characters can decide to do different things when they come in. So they can just do normal shooting, or this character here, she's got this device that lets her increase critical chance during the raid. So let's give her that and breach.
Reaching in.
It's go time. Grenade out.
They always go one at a time. Okay, so let's take stock. It looks like we've got only 3 enemies to contend with from here. So this guy has got an ability that I love to use called Phalanx, which basically says all incoming fire in his area is going to be directed towards him, and it's not going to hurt him. It's just going to hit his shield. And so when we're going into a very well-populated area, I love to use Phalanx to just block all that incoming fire. But there's only a handful of people in here, and one of them's a melee character, so I think that's probably not worthwhile to use it this time. I can only use it once per mission, and missions often have multiple phases. So instead of that, and he also can't fire when he uses it, so instead of that, I am going to have him fire. So the question is, does he shoot at the Necromancer? Does he shoot at the Chrysalid in the background? Or does he shoot at the Chrysalid in the foreground? So this Chrysalid is probably pretty dangerous, but it'll take both of the characters that came in through this window to take this one down. Whereas if I shoot at... you know what? All these characters are resilient. So really it doesn't make that much of a difference. So you know what? I'm going to have him shoot at the big, scary Chrysalid. I love that it freezes the character mid, reaction. Okay, so then this character similarly could take down any of these characters. So I'm actually gonna have her shoot at this chrysalid in the background. She has a decent chance of completely taking it down, and then we'll have a wounded chrysalid and a missing chrysalid instead of 2 chrysalids. Looks like she took it out. Okay, so now we moved into a different room. We got a different selection of enemies. So we can wound a bomber, we can take out a trooper, or we can take out the chrysalid. Let's take out the chrysalid. Nice frozen ragdoll. And now we've got this character who can attack either of these. Let's see. Now, when it shows the damage you're going to do, this is the max damage you can do. You can always do less damage than this. And so the fact that... So if the flashing health pips don't fill it up, you will definitely not kill the character. But even if they fill it up, you still might not kill the character. So let's see what happens. Okay, in this case I was lucky. And now they're all shooting at me. So if I had used Phalanx here, he could have blocked that attack from hitting Godmother. But he would not have blocked the attack that hit her, that hit Terminal, because Terminal was in a different room and was just facing completely different enemies. So now I look at my timeline. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. You can't see my timeline. It's behind my head. Where is the right place to put my head? Maybe it's down here. Okay. So on my timeline, I can see that Cherub is going to go next, and then the Necromancer is going to go right after him. And so the question is, can I take down the Necromancer before the Necromancer has a chance to act? So I've got a plasma grenade that does 4 to 5 damage. Oh, I wish I could hit both of these characters with it. That would be great. I can hit both of these characters with it, but these characters are going to be acting later. And I'll have more opportunities to take them down. So, okay, so one thing, so because this character unlocked an epic pistol last time, he's got this special lightning hands ability. This comes from equipment in this game, it's not from a skill. And so I could first, this is a free pistol shot. So first I'm going to take a pot shot at the Necromancer. And then, oh, what else can I do? So I really want to take this chrysalid down. It's going to move soon anyway. So what I think I might do is team up with Godmother. So that Godmother gets to move up the chain, and now she's next in line after me. So now that I've used it, I can only do this once per, it's not even once per encounter, I think it's once per mission. I can do this team up move. So Godmother is now right after me. So now I'm going to stop worrying about the Necromancer, and instead I'm going to do a charged bash on, oh, interesting, I can only, oh, there we go. I'm going to do a charged bash on the chrysalid. Oh wait, no, maybe I'm not. I thought I could take it completely down in one hit, but it looks like maybe I can't. I could get all the way over here? That's crazy. Interesting. Oh! No, I understand now. So normally when I come in and I use Phalanx, I have this extra buff that goes on this attack. But I don't have that extra buff because I didn't use Phalanx on my way through. So never mind. I think I'm going to use the plasma grenade instead. See how this goes.
Plasma out.
There are definitely some UI bugs that you'll see here and there where something won't update exactly when you expect it, like the health pips on the chrysalid didn't. But so far, none of those have been fatal for me. Okay, so that attack did not cost an action, so I can still shoot. So now I can decide if I want to shoot the Bruiser, who moves down here, or if I want to shoot the Necromancer. I'm more likely to hit the Bruiser, so I think I'm going to do the Bruiser. Because I've got Godmother. Oh, well, see, there you go. So that's an example of not quite doing as much damage as you think you will. So Godmother can attack and still... So usually when you attack, that ends your turn. Godmother's got a special ability. I can't remember if it's an upgrade to the gun or if it's an upgrade to her. but she's got the ability to fire and then take another action. So let's take out both of these characters. Okay, that was great. Oh, hey, Dunaday, thanks for coming in, and I'm glad you're enjoying Providence Ridge. Okay, so we've only got this bomber left. I've got 2 characters who can act before the bomber acts. Let's get in a little bit closer, and then use her Jolt ability, which ignores armor. I mean, oh wait, does it? I think it ignores armor. It definitely ignores cover. That's the thing I was worried about. Alright, so she moved, and then 72% chance to hit. That might be fine. Oh, it wasn't Terminal who took damage, it was Patchwork. I can get people messed up. Anyway, so let's safeguard Patchwork, which will heal her.
Inside's back inside.
And then shoot the bomber. Ooh, I did not quite take the bomber down. What can the bomber do? They're kind of new to me. I don't really... Oh. Whoa, he can take 2 actions. So bombs, I guess, just don't cast actions. So it's interesting that... Okay, so I've got time to react to this bomb, which... That's not how my bombs work. So it feels a little bit unfair, like I'm cheating. But at the same time, this is so much more interesting, forcing characters to move or take damage from something. It's a more interesting situation to put people in. So I'm on board. Let's go and claim this item. Endless Brevity. New pistol. So this guy's already got an epic pistol. No, let's not shoot that. Okay, let's actually give her a kinetic shield.
Now that's protection.
So if for whatever reason
No ammo.
she's going to get hit, the kinetic shield basically causes the first hit against her to be cancelled, and then it charges up his shield so that he gets a special attack that I forgot I didn't have access to before. Yes, Randolph Court, that's true. I should have guessed that the bomber was going to do bomb stuff. Alright, so let's move over here.
Cover me.
Hostiles know you're coming.
And you know what? Instead of shooting, let's just subdue this guy.
Hostile subdued.
What? Okay, so this is only a 1-phase mission. Great, we got it done. And now we get to go back and see what base management is like. Okay, so I got Endless Brevity. Oh, and Blue Blood just completed training. He's the person I was going to give that gun to. So let's go over to the armory. Look at Blue Blood.
Blue Blood, great to see you.
Back at you, Whisper. Settling in?
Not exactly. Until we have a proper field office, we get to sleep in a rail car repair yard.
See? Every job comes with a few perks.
Let me know when we have any.
Alright, so this is Blue Blood. He's got a regular pistol, but let's switch it for Endless Brevity. So what does Endless Brevity do? Looks like normal pistol damage. Clip size 5. Grants the fan fire ability. Isn't that the ability to shoot multiple... Yeah, 3 times at the same target. So he can do a lot more damage periodically. So that's good. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to give him. So he just came out of training. So training here is how you can... So I increased his hit points by 2 because he's a brand new character. He's a little bit behind the curve on health. And so the first thing I did was put him into training for more health. But that was the last training he could do. So let's find somebody else who can train. Oh, wait. Godmother was just promoted. Let's go check her out. Ooh, so she's at the top. She unlocked Overtime. She immediately gains bonus crit and dodge, takes an additional turn in 3 turns. Bonuses last till the end of the extra turn. So this is a thing she can turn on to, again, be just faster and more aggressive. That's her whole thing. So, great. So it's interesting because I'm so interested in leveling these characters up. As soon as a character maxes out, I kind of want to take them out of the running. I can use them for really difficult seeming missions, but I wonder if there's any training that I can put her through to make her even more powerful, while somebody else gets experience. Step up. Scoring one or more kills grants the agent a free reload action. So she's already got a mod on her weapon that lets her have free reloads, but it only happens one time. But I've taken a lot of advantage of it. She can fire twice in a turn, sometimes 3 times in a turn, and she gets opportunity fire when people come close to her. So she's blowing through ammo constantly. This seems really valuable. She's going to be out of commission for 5 days, but I think it's worth it, especially because during that time, I can give somebody else some experience, like my new guy, Blue Blood. So let's throw him in there. Meanwhile, okay, Spec Ops, I've still got 2 more turns on this, my snake character here. Torque, I think is her name. She is glad handing, which is going to give us 85 credits in a couple of days. Similarly, I've got Shelter assigned to assembly, which means that he is researching enhanced pistols. So that's good to be done in a couple of days. I've got 1 idle agent, but there's nothing I can do with him. It used to be that that I had only enough people to fill these slots. Actually, for a while, I had less than enough people to fill these slots, and I always felt like there was some missed potential here. Now I've recruited enough characters. I have 8 characters now, and so I've got more characters than slots. I don't know if I can ever unlock more slots here, or if I'm just going to kind of have to deal with... oh my gosh, this whole city's turning yellow. Okay, so I've got some abilities that I can use to counter some of this, but all of them are on cooldown because I've already used them recently. So, what do I want? So, I'm low on credits, kind of low on Illyrium, but not that bad. I can kick in another research. So Illyrium is mostly used for research, and I've got enough for a major research project right now. So I'm not. I think what I want is more credits. So let's click on that situation. These blue missions, I'm pretty sure don't involve actual tactical gameplay. I think I just pick which prize I want to get, basically. Go and get the prize, and then I come back, and time passes. So my time... Oh.
Last time I said the voice on the radio is never your friend. What about me? Good old Floyd never steered you wrong. Are we pals? Am I your friend? Of course not. You don't know me. You don't know what I want from you. I say I want you to think for yourself. What if I want to make you feel like you already do? Know why someone wants you to think, and you'll know what they want you to think.
Alright, so you can see the city's getting pretty bad, and I just finished the cooldown on Reduce District Unrest. So it looks like this district is about to go into, like, maximum anarchy mode. This one, I mean, eventually I'm going to have a mission here that reduces it by a lot, so I'm going to kind of leave this one alone. But this one, I'm not going to go on this mission, which would normally reduce it. So I'm going to artificially reduce it by using this power. So as I upgrade my little... I've got these little buttons here that represent my little field offices, my little, footholds throughout the city. So as I expand those, I unlock these powers that let me try to tamp down the chaos. This is effectively the world map, where it shows you, like, different, in the original XCOM games, it shows you different countries or different rebel outposts, providing you with resources, but also, getting into trouble. Losing faith in the mission, that sort of thing. This is very similar to that, but just slightly different. So it looks like we've got another epic weapon to pick up here, which is a shotgun, and that is what Godmother uses. And so I, for some reason, am obsessed with making Godmother the most powerful character I've ever had. So I think... Oh, wait. Ooh, the scavenger market is open. Wait a second. Let's see what we've got a lot of intel. And the scavenger market is a trader who shows up periodically. Oh, okay, we've got some options here. So this is a fancy assault rifle, fancy shotgun. I'm about to get a fancy shotgun, though, so I won't go for this one. And targeting system. Shooting at a target with this upgrade applies hollow targeting. Okay, so I don't know what the banish ability is, but it sounds really good. I think I'm gonna... Wait. I could blow a bunch of intel on this gun. My assault rifle characters, though, they're not in the field that often. So this might not be worth it, because the other thing I can spend intel on is my footholds in the city. And I should probably work on those. Alright, so how many of each type do I have? This is technology. And it looks like I've got 2 of those. This one is security. I've got 2. Okay, so I've got kind of even numbers of all of them here. So it kind of doesn't matter which one I choose. If I'm kind of going for, I want to even them out. So let's... Now that I've never seen weapons, like unique weapons, being for sale at the scavenger market before. So that's really good to know. So actually, let's go for intel so that the next time they come through and they have something I want more, I'll be in a position to grab it. Okay, so now let's go on this mission. So again, we're sending these folks. This guy's new. I've never played with him before. He's got a fancy new gun. Yeah. This is the group.
Good tip. Looks like the hostiles have a weapon on our list.
Another reason I avoided the assault rifle is my main assault rifle character actually doesn't use his weapon that often. He's got multiple psychic abilities. I usually am just spamming his psychic abilities like crazy. Okay, so everybody goes through a different side window. Enemies are harder to hit for this person. But I think Blue Blood has actually he's got a scope modifier, so he's probably going to be a better shot. Okay, we want somebody who does a lot of damage here. So one of these 2. Cherub does limited damage, I think. So let's send her through there. Plus 50 dodge. That should probably go to one of my weaker characters. And then, plus 50 dodge. Yeah, whatever. So this is encounter 1. Oh, you can't see this. It's behind my head. But this is encounter 1 of 2. So there's going to be 2 encounters here. This looks like a pretty friendly encounter. So I'm not going to worry about trying to get Cherub in first to do the phalanx move. I'm going to save his phalanx move for the next encounter. And because everybody else... Oh, wait, no. Okay, yeah, so because everyone's breaching in independently, none of them can use their special abilities. Special abilities are only for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th people who go through an entrance.
We're going in.
Reaching in.
Oh, there's a bruiser here. Let's see who else we have. Cobra. Turret. Commando. And Purifier. Well, I know she can take that turret out anytime she wants. So let's ignore the turret. Maybe she can take out the commando. Yep, she can. Alright, so Blue Blood here. He can do less damage. So whoever he hits is only going to be injured. Let's go for the Cobra because... Oh, I forgot. He's got poison rounds. So he should have attacked somebody who would have been more susceptible to poison. Okay, well, he took the Cobra out. Alright, so we have 3 rounds to collect the evidence in this box. Now, if we just defeat all the enemies, we automatically succeed at that. But if it looks like we're going to be in this for a while, then we have to make sure that a character gets there. Okay, so we're starting with Patchwork, and the order in which the characters start, I believe, is based on the order in which you tell them to breach. So she was in the first breaching slot. That makes her the first character who acts in combat. So she can definitely take this turret out. Oh, she can even reprogram it. 83% chance. Let's do that.
Overloading target.
Nicely done. I love that hacking is just a flat percentage chance and doesn't make me gamble the way that XCOM 2 does. It's my least favorite part of XCOM 2 is how they handle hacking, because you always feel like if something goes wrong, it was completely your fault, and you feel stupid almost all the time. So I really appreciate that they've changed it here. All right, well, she can shoot this guy for up to 5 damage, or she can jolt him, I believe, for up to 4. Yeah, so I think we should shoot him. But it could also go down to 3, so whatever. I wasn't paying that much attention to who was going to go next, and I really should have. Oh crap, has he just shielded up everybody? He shielded everybody up. Well, that's not cool. Alright. So, the Bruiser is going to go soon. So I think what I should do is fan fire that Bruiser. Let's get to a position where he's definitely... Okay, I think this yellow means that they're vulnerable to me. So, let's try fan firing this guy. Yeah, that worked. Okay, so because we fan fired him, now we have 3 characters back to back. Now normally, my team and the enemy team is just interspersed back and forth between each other, at least initially. But because I took over that turret, I get 3 characters that can act all in a row. So Terminal is first. The question is, can I take this guy down to open everybody else up to damage? Because actually, I mean, this guy, the Purifier's going to go next, but it just feels like a waste of resources to take down a guy who's being buffed before taking down the guy who's buffing him. But maybe that's kind of my only good choice here. So, because I don't think, see, between these characters, I don't think the turret can hit that guy. In fact, I think we'll be lucky if the turret can hit this guy. So, I think our best move really is to try to take this guy down first. Alright, we took out the shield. Okay, so it looks like the turret can't hit either of them. So I guess we'll just overwatch in case somebody shows up later. I don't know. So now we got this dude. He does not have a charge. Oh, he does have lightning hands, though, and a plasma grenade. I don't know if he's going to want the plasma grenade next turn. 69% chance to hit this dude. I'm not loving the situation I got myself into here. I don't know if his chance of hitting that guy is going to get better if he gets closer. So I'm not going to risk it. Let's take this shot. Okay, it worked. So now I could use my plasma grenade to take him down, and that will probably get rid of this guy's shield. But then this guy can still act. It won't really affect the outcome that much. So I think what I'm going to do instead... What am I going to do instead? Well, you know what? I think I'm going to give a kinetic shield... Wait, I can't give one to... Why can't I give one to Terminal? Interesting. I can't give a kinetic shield to Terminal, and I'm not sure why. Oh, because I'm behind this shelf and I can't see her. Alright.
Okay, I'm moving.
So she seems like the most likely target for these enemies. Maybe Blue Blood if this guy decides to move out here. He could hit Blue Blood. I'm betting it's her, though, so let's give her a kinetic shield, and if this succeeds, there we go, then he'll end up with a charge on his shield that he can use later on. Oh, crap, nope. Yikes, okay. he did not do what I thought he would do. Also, I didn't know he had a flamethrower. That seems like relevant information. Guardian is going to go next, so let's jolt the Guardian.
Shocking hostile. Jolting the target.
Okay, so because we did that, my characters get to move next. Okay, so let's back out of the fire. Do I need to back away? It looks like I don't take any additional damage from doing this, but I am still on fire, which seems like a problem. This character's immune to poison too? Who's not immune to poison? Okay, so first I'm going to safeguard not Cherub, but Blue Blood. I think he's in more danger.
Spray do its work.
And then let's shoot this guy. Okay, I think that's everybody. And so he just charged his shield up because that's what he does at the end of every combat. Okay, we're going to breach again. And so this one... Okay, so whoever comes through this door might have their weapon disabled. And enemies are hard to hit. But this is the door I would have to use if I didn't have any extra equipment. But I do have extra equipment. Cherub has a breaching charge. So instead of being forced to use the main door, we're going to come through the wall. Nothing special about order, so let's go with... Kinda doesn't matter. One thing she can do, though, is she can heal everybody, which should help with my guy who caught on fire. Patchwork can make everyone easier to target. Let's do that. And yeah, Blue Blood has not unlocked any special abilities yet. So, okay. So that's the healing going on. And then she's doing the targeting. Now we blow open the wall and... a mech. Okay, we got a mech, got a guardian, and we got a bruiser. And we can use phalanx. So let's use phalanx. Whoa! So he's protecting against all those enemies. Okay, is there someone who is not immune to poison? Maybe that bruiser? Yes, he's poisoned. Alright, and then I guess somebody should shoot this mech. We're just pretending that it's normal to shoot straight through a big wall panel. And then you see somebody shot back and they hit Cherub's shield. So that's what phalanx is for. That's some damage we didn't take. Holy crap. And because he used phalanx, he now has 2 charges on this shield. There's a lot of enemies in here. Okay, so the next 2 are going to act are Guardian and Android. Both of these guys have full health, and my guy is not going to be able to do much against them to change that fact. Except, well, he does have this plasma grenade that he can use to not damage them both at the same time. But he can shred their armor. I don't know which one of these is... You know what? The Android's not actually very scary. The Guardian seems like the tougher enemy, so let's get rid of his cover and shred his armor.
Plasma out.
You'll notice that my my Lightning Hands ability, its cooldown is still in effect from the previous encounter. I don't just get everything reset at the beginning of the second encounter. Okay, so this guy's out in the open now. So, let's see here. If I decided I wanted to charge bash this guy, how much damage? So I'm going to do 6 damage guaranteed. Oh, well, in that case, I should not have gotten rid of his cover. So a couple people are going to move before terminal can protect this guy. But wait a minute. Okay, so, oh, I guess I can use team up per encounter. It's not per mission, it's per encounter. So yeah, let's move terminal up because she can help protect him when he's out in the open. Okay, and then yeah, let's totally do this thing where we go up and bash this guy. And so now terminal is going to safeguard him, which will heal him, but also I think it'll give him some defensive bonuses too. And now let's see if she can hit this android. She can hit it. But now the android gets to act. Their self-destruct is hilarious. I don't have any of the, well, I'm glad I at least healed him. So yeah, they do totally blow up if you kill them at this point. Okay, Necromancer, Trooper, and Bruiser are all going to act. Bruiser's poisoned, though. Bruiser might just fall down on his turn. The Trooper is probably the one I could do the most damage to with Blue Blood right now, but I don't think there's anywhere I can get Blue Blood where he's able to hit the Trooper. So I think the Necromancer is probably his best target. I don't know how big the android's explosion is. Okay, so he can at least hit one more person when he moves up, so let's move him up. And is the Necromancer one of his targets? Yes! Oh, and out of cover, too. Well, that's good. Okay, so Necromancer's poisoned. I'm not sure how much damage that poison's going to do. 2! Okay, good to know. Not quite enough to take him down. But he's scared. Spectral... No. Don't do that. Oh, interesting. So the Necromancer can raise dead characters as zombies, but apparently he can make zombies that are just made out of psi energy. And that's it. I'm pretty sure that character missed Cherub. Oh, look, there we go. Poison character falls down. I think that character missed Cherub because Cherub was being protected by Terminal. Okay, well, we could jolt that Trooper. Is that... Yeah, the Trooper is the one who's going to go next. As long as it doesn't kill him, though, it won't do that much good. Oh, it looks like that's the only one I can hit. Wait, is this... Oh, that's even a different Trooper. There's 2 Troopers in here. And... No! Dang it. I do that sometimes. I accidentally right-click when I'm trying to cancel something. Like, if I try to cancel by right-clicking and I wasn't actually doing something, my character just moves there. And I don't know exactly what the right solution to that is. It kind of weirds me out, though. Okay, so who's going to... So these 2 are going to move, and then this android. And the spectral... Okay, so spectral zombies are going to move before the Necromancer? Because the Necromancer is going to die of poison, and then the zombies are just going to go away. So I'd really like to be able to ignore those zombies. So, okay, so let's use Lightning Hands. Oh, and now I get a preview of how big the area effect on that android's explosion is. Cool, I know that for future reference. So yeah, let's shoot the android. And miss the android, of course, because that's what you do. Now what? I really want to go in here and bash these guys. Oh, huh. Looks like I don't have... Oh, so you consume all of your charge when you hit an enemy. It's not like I consume 2 charges and then I can use this ability twice. Each time I use the charge attack, it expends any charge that I built up. So I built up 2 charges last time, but apparently I used them both. Okay, well, so this character's ability to deal with the troopers over here is significantly diminished now, so I'm less worried about sending him back here. Having him try again to shoot the android. That was lovely. Okay, so now I've got 2 people moving, and then everybody moves. Oh, wait, no, these are not moving before the necromancer. They kind of are? Well, no, they are, yeah. As long as nobody's in range of them, which, unfortunately, Patchwork is for no reason. So I could take out the necromancer now. It's kind of a low likelihood, though. Actually, what first thing I need to do is safeguard Patchwork. Oh, Raneth Cord. Yeah, you probably are hearing my carbon monoxide detector beeping periodically. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. It's hardwired. We have to call a repair person in, basically, to replace it. And that's not happening these days. So we'll have to do it once we're not, hovering in place or whatever it is we're doing. All right. Cooperation. Oh, I can grant someone an immediate bonus action. Let's absolutely do that. Let's give one to Patchwork.
I set him up, you knock him down.
So now Patchwork can act, because that's a special ability that Terminal has, and unfortunately, Patchwork has no good choices. That trooper's the one who's not about to act. I mean, at least, I don't know. Yeah, that's not going to do much good. I mean, no matter what, she's in the line of fire. I don't think there's anything I can do to make that be less obvious. So, at least here, she'll have done some good before she inevitably takes a hit. Oh, she does extra damage on proximity. That's a new ability of hers I just unlocked. Does she just have 1,000,000 gremlins? I think she does. There's lots of little tiny pieces of visual jank in the game, which, this with a game with a UI and like little animated characters that are, there's this many complicated things going on all at once. It's not a surprise that there's issues like that, and so it doesn't seem to hamper the gameplay at all. So I'm not really worried about it. I'm surprised Blue Blood is going right now. Did I misestimate who was supposed to go when? Oh. Oh, I missed. It looked really cool. Oh, can I shoot again? Is that a thing he can do? Oh, and now the trooper's easier to hit. Yeah, let's definitely shoot again. And now this next turn is going to be hilarious. So the zombies are going to wander around. Please don't get close enough to Patchwork to hurt her. Okay, cool. So I had to do a double move to get over to Patchwork. So I think this is about to get funny. Because, yeah, he dies of poison. And then the spectral zombies go away. The trooper gets to act. So unfortunately, that's just a thing. But now she can beat him in the face in return.
Arrested another target.
Ooh, and she's picking up Lonely Herald, my new shotgun. And this guy dies of poison. And we're good. Only lightly wounded. Excellent rating. Occasionally you can get a flawless rating. But, okay, so the captured enemies thing is interesting. Like, basically, if you use non-lethal means to take enemies down, each enemy gives you a 20% chance of getting an intel bonus, which is the resource that you use to buy stuff from the scavenger, and also to buy like stations out in the city to keep city unrest under control, and to earn you income. And so you want to be non-lethal whenever you can. And there's like, you can fill up people's equipment slots with non-lethal things that turn their normal lethal attacks into non-lethal attacks. But you can also use special, like the subdue attacks, which are inherently non-lethal. And I like that they're sort of incentivizing you to strategically want to figure out how to kill as few people as possible. Alright, so we're backing in again. And unrest in English point has risen to 5. Okay.
Hey,
Good.
Blue Blood, can you help me train? I need to test an adjustment on my shield.
Of course. What are we doing?
So, I need you to shoot me.
No, man, I'm not gonna shoot you.
It's the only way to field test my shield.
Cherub, we have ballistic mannequins for this exact purpose.
We do?
Yeah, let's get one set up.
Thanks, Blue Blood. Don't know what I'd do without you on the team.
Probably get shot in the face.
So I love these little conversations they have. Like, so they've made a bunch of bespoke characters for this game. These are not randomly generated characters, and they come up with personalities for them. They all interact with each other in these kind of interesting, funny ways. And you know what? As much as I like being able to make custom characters or sort of develop my own characters in XCOM 2, I'm actually really kind of liking the way that it works in Chimera Squad, because like I still get a lot of control over the mix of my team, who I recruit. There's still tons of flexibility about how I tend to tell this story, but because the characters are bespoke, like are specifically created, they can give them these personalities. And so it's, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's interesting to think about that, sort of the trade-offs that you make when you're deciding what kinds of characters to provide in a game like this, because you want to give the player a lot of flexibility and a lot of strategic control, and a lot of sense of customization and expression. But at the same time, the more of that you give, the harder it is to really create memorable characters. So anyway, okay, so a bunch of stuff happened while I was gone. So Torque completed her spec op, which means we got some extra money. So we're waiting for me to choose something else. Let's see here. Oh, so I can advance people's XP. That's pretty cool. I can reduce city anarchy by 3, because that's getting worse and worse. I can reduce unrest in all districts by 1. So I'm not... That does seem valuable. We've got a lot of unrest going on right now. Oh, this is an emergency. It is just in bad shape. So I'm going to have to... I don't think I've ever seen an anarchy mission before. So I'm actually really interested in that. What's this one? 70 intel is all I get from that. I think maybe the other thing's an emergency. Okay, so enhanced pistols. We just finished that research project. I should put another research project into action here. Improve spec ops. What's that? Oh, 2 agents can be on spec ops duty. That seems really valuable. Let's do that. Okay, we've got patchwork in the field. So this guy, he's actually been doing this job for a really long time. Let's swap him out for Terminal, who's already got a ton of experience. We'll let her have a break. And we'll put Shelter back in the field so we can start getting some experience. So normally I'm nervous about removing my medic, but Patchwork, I think I gave her, and I'm trying to remember who I gave the equipment to. I'll have to check them out. In fact, we'll do that right now. So I gave some people medical equipment. Who did I give it to? Okay, yeah, so Shelter has a medical kit, and Patchwork has a medical kit. So he's got a medical kit that works during normal tactical combat. She's got one that operates right before the breach. And so between the two of them, we can keep everyone healed. So that's what makes me feel like I've got kind of permission to take Terminal out of the field. Now, I've got this new shotgun. Lonely Herald does 4 to 6 damage, but it grants a running gun ability. Okay. Interesting. So I think that's the ability to fire on the same action that you moved. So that just makes her even more crazy. Oh, and it... Is it getting an additional? Okay, so it's just so normally it would be 3 to 5 damage, but it's 4 to 6 because because I've got the enhanced shotgun research. Okay, that makes sense. All right, and I don't think I've got any other fancy stuff here. So okay, so I've distributed my shotgun. I figured out that I definitely have my medical needs covered. What else do I need to do? She's gonna make an additional spec ops slot. We are training her. So now I've just got to pick somebody. Torque has been doing this for a while, but I haven't been using Verge for anything else either. Let's put Verge in there. Oh wait, Verge can't do crisis management, but that's not what I need right now. What I need is humanitarian aid. So let's have Verge do humanitarian aid. And I've got new supply items because I just got enhanced pistols and I've got enough credits for it, so let's buy that. And then what other gaps do we have here? So Shelter, Blue Blood, Cherub, and Patchwork are my people. Let's see if there's any big gaps in loadout. So he could use another gun enhancement. Cherub could use a couple of different things. Blue Blood is mostly empty. And Patchwork is mostly empty. So maybe Patchwork could use a utility item. I don't know. Let's go shopping. What should I get for Patchwork? So I can give her... Oh no, wait. I think her armor slot might be full. Holo scanner, autoloader, target analyzer, tracer rounds to improve her aim. She uses her like electrocute ability a lot though, so she probably doesn't need to improve her aim that much. There's just so many different options here. We could just give her more hit points. She does tend to have the least hit points on the team. I feel like I might already have given her an armor upgrade though. Oh yeah, so she can slip through vents and stuff. So yeah, that's not... Okay, so let's get her a normal utility item. I'm trying to remember how do I identify utility items? Okay, so these are breach items. Armor. Androids. So I guess grenades and miscellaneous are the things that count as utility items. So if she's facing androids, she's got one strategy she uses, but I don't know. Nobody's got a gas grenade. So this is interesting. So I tend to like to give characters sort of a theme. So if I get a gas grenade, I'll probably give it to Blue Blood, because Blue Blood is the one who's got the venom rounds. And actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's buy this gas grenade. Let's give it to Blue Blood. And there's no particular reason why I need to do that. Partly it's just, it does make it easier to remember what a character can do if their abilities are themed. But it's also just more fun in my mind for some reason to have the characters have sort of a style that they have. Okay, so this agent is idle, but I think there's literally nothing I can do with them. So yeah, it's just reporting it. Once I click on it, it goes away. All right, well, let's find out what happens when there's anarchy.
Chimera Squad. City Council asked me to contact you directly about a sensitive matter. The simple fact is that 3-1 PD is unequipped to deal with certain emergency situations. We've hired mercenaries in the past, but the results have been adequate at best. Mayor Nightingale assured us you were here to protect City 31 from harm. So prove it. I want you on call for emergencies that require your unique skill set. The City Council will be watching.
Okay. So as we reach the boiling point, unknown hostiles are openly fighting in the streets. We must intervene as soon as possible to restore civil order. Alright.
We are not the police. If you see a theft, call it into 31 PD and move on. But there is...
Alright, let's see what's going on.
Spotted dangerous contraband. Hostiles on the move.
Okay, so there's civil unrest, but I'm rappelling through a window? Looks like it's pretty safe. So units enter here get... Okay, this is plus 25 defense. Stun. Crit. And additional mobility. I like giving him mobility. She's got a good scope, and so she's more likely to hit, so let's put her there. Yeah, let's do this. And then let's have him be in there first. And who do I want to be second? Poison is always more valuable early on. Yeah, let's do that.
Reaching in.
We're going in.
Okay, we got a lot of enemies here. Looks like I can't use phalanx. Yeah, there's nobody who would be able to hit me, so... All these enemies. They've all got huge amounts of hit points. Okay, maybe we can take that commando down. Let's try that commando. Okay, commando taken out. So, can I do... So this guy looks like... Is he actually going to shoot at me? I don't know. Oh, wait. This is the guy who does poison damage. Crap. That's kind of wasted. Ooh, I can dazzle people. Okay, so if I use my dazzle ability, it'll disorient these characters early on in combat, which I think makes it harder for them to hit me. And so then I don't need to worry as much about the disoriented characters. Purifier back there, though. Oh, they're all disoriented. Let's take that guy out. Or not. Let's miss. Okay. A lot of folks in here. Alright. Let's got two tough folks ready to go. It's that android and that guardian who's disoriented, which helps. If I throw a plasma grenade, can I take two enemies? Look, it feels like they're deliberately not clustering people up so that it's harder to hit them with grenades up front. Okay, what if I use my lightning hands? Okay, I can't even hit the second character. Alright, what else can I do? Now I can make that android go away entirely if I move up Patchwork, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'll grab Patchwork. And then I'll see if I can take out... Well, let's damage the bruiser. So, you know what? I think I'm not going to be able to do a whole ton with... Yeah, I'm going to hit him, but he's disoriented, so maybe he's less dangerous. So maybe if I come down here and hit him in the face, that won't be all bad? I don't know. Let's give it a try. So it means I'll be primary target for him. But he's disoriented, so maybe he's just gonna miss. So let's try reprogramming that android. And maybe the android can also hit the same character from back here. Okay, so this character still acts first. Dang. Alright, well, let's at least take the bruiser out.
Approaching position.
What? That's a thing? A character can just leave? What? I did not know that was a thing. Okay, so we got a hitman, a mech, and a purifier who are all gonna move at the same time. I think I'm actually gonna do a teleport move on this purifier, maybe? Well, no, that's not gonna be a good idea. Okay. I want to get to a position where it's easy to take out. Actually, it doesn't matter which one of these characters I damage. So let's go after this one. And miss. But whatever. I'm presenting them with a attractive target right in their faces, who isn't any of the characters I care about. Oh, well, let's save Fanfire. I think this might be enough. Except they're immune to poison. Of course they're immune to poison. They're called a purifier. Oh, but I can still move. I can still attack twice. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so Shelter has a really cool special ability. He's got a couple. Soulfire can delay a character's turn, so more people get to go first, which might be interesting. He can also relocate to like switch with a character, good guy or bad guy. Oh, but he can't do the mech. Okay, so the mech was who I was thinking of using that on. So let's Soulfire the Hitman.
Reflect on your choices.
So now the Hitman is knocked back further on the list. Well, is the mech leaving too? I've never seen that happen. Does this icon mean they're running away? Are they joining the next encounter? Because is that just going to make the next room more difficult? Interesting. Alright, well, let's see where the next room is. If it's over in the same direction where people have been fleeing. Yup. So they're just in the next room. So now there's even more people to have to deal with over there. Okay, so two of my characters have got key cards that let them into this much less dangerous entrance. So, and then let's do some holo targeting. So it's easier to hit because this door is probably going to take me into the room in a safer place, but when there's also further away from the enemies, it's going to be harder to hit them. So this is a good time to use my special aim abilities. It looks like nobody else has got special abilities we want to use, so let's breach. Okay, we got the mech, we got a turret. What else do we have? Purifier. Commando. Okay, looks like. And a guardian. That guardian is dressed like a purifier. I forgot if they're immune to poison or not. I think the person that I can probably do the most damage to with this guy is the commando. So let's. Okay, and now I can shoot the purifier, I can shoot the turret. We should probably try to take this mech out with a couple of characters. That's a crazy camera move. Did we take it out? It looks like we did. Is anybody more... Oh, so I might be able to take that turret all the way out. Not quite. We do have Patchwork. She's really good at taking those down, so... Alright, that Guardian's going to be a threat, but everyone in the same room as me is going to be a big threat. So let's see, where are we? I've got Blue Blood, and the Guardian is all the way back there. And that android are going to act next. Can I hit that Guardian from where I am? 79% chance. And if I hit them, I think they're going to die. I don't know if they're immune to poison or not. This is only my second encounter too. I don't necessarily want to use all of my best abilities. Though I guess Fanfire wouldn't be that bad. Oh, no, I only get that one. I can't use it multiple times. But it'll take the Guardian out. Yeah, let's do it. I didn't even need to. The first shot took him down. Or maybe just calculated all the shots at once. I'm actually not sure about that. Well, thank you for missing. I think my characters are just barely within the radius of this guy's explosion, so that's great. So that Guardian and that turret are ready to take me down. Let's, can I... Nope. What about... Okay, so I think those might be explosive barrels. So this might actually hit them both. Let's try this.
Plasma out.
Okay, not explosive barrels. Good to know. So that guy's gonna act, and the turret's gonna act. Well, let's take out the turret at least. Where's the turret? Right there. Yeah, I couldn't put it into the Guardian, but at least I can give the enemy only one move. And now the Guardian's fleeing. I have never seen them doing this before. This is fascinating. Okay, so now the Bruiser and the Hitman both at max health. What can I do? Okay, this guy is definitely more vulnerable to me. So let's move here, so I'm definitely under cover from the guy that's on that side. And then there's a limit to what I can do with this guy.
Rolling.
Oh, he can still get behind me. Dang it. Oh, at least he's only trying to disable my weapon. That's not a very damaging attack. Okay, let's see here. Still got a snake waiting in the wings. I got a Cobra and the Purifier. Okay, the Purifier's gonna act next turn. So yeah, I was tempted to swap places with him to try to get behind enemy lines, but that's not gonna be a good idea. Because putting that guy behind my lines with his flamethrower would just be a disaster. So what other options do I have? I can throw a frag grenade. Again, these guys just don't get close enough to each other. But I could take down... Let's see, if I do enough damage to him with this and enough damage to him with Soulfire, I could take him out. Oh wait, no, I don't need to use my grenade right now. I can just Soulfire the Cobra and it'll push his turn back. And I think the Purifier can't get close enough to hurt us yet.
Give you something to think about.
So now the Cobra moves down the chain. And this guy, I think, can't hurt us. Yeah, he's just going to go in circles. Okay, so now this guy... Can he hit the Cobra? No, not easily. Okay, so the Cobra's still going to act. I might be able to take out the android, but if the android blows up, that's gonna hurt this dude. So let's not do that. Let's still come out.
Rolling out.
But then let's shoot the bruiser instead. Alright, so he's gonna go down. He's just a dead man walking. Oh, he's gonna explode on purpose. Great. And he's gonna flee. This next combat is gonna be large. Okay, so Bruiser's basically dead. So let's see what we can do about the Purifier. Use lightning hands to get 2 shots at him. Okay, nice.
Give me a moment to reload.
Okay, so are we... Looks like we're out. I kind of want to let the poison kill that guy. Wait, where's the hit? Oh, I forgot all about the hitman. Okay, well let's electrocute him for flanking me like a jerk.
Shocking hostile.
Looks like it hurt.
Are you gonna shock him? There we go. Haha. Okay, so he's got another charge in his shield. Everybody's getting ready to go, and we got one last breach for this mission. 10 agent damage likely. First unit gets +1 armor. Let's send Cherub through to phalanx us, because this is going to be bad. Blue blood to poison people. Patchwork and shelter. Can people do anything special? Oh yeah, let's heal people. And not valid for this unit's breach slot. Interesting. I don't know why he can't use that ability. Alright, well let's breach.
Stay behind me.
They all needed healing this time. Alright, so we've got phalanx. Then poison that guy. Don't need to shoot him again. Oh, is it? So, okay, so we got all these enemies that were already damaged. A necromancer. I don't know what a Ronin is. Kind of interested in finding out. Okay, I could take all these people down, but I think we're going to want the necromancer to be particularly vulnerable because he's going to start creating additional enemies. Everybody shoots at Cherub. There's a lot of people. And of course, a Guardian acts first. At least it doesn't affect everybody. Okay, so we're...
Spotted the target.
Okay, so if the enemy gets away, I'm in trouble. So I can see... Okay, so enemies are marked as attempting to flee. And I have to stop them before they do. And I probably lose if enough of them flee. So we've got this Guardian who's poisoned, so ignore that guy. This one and this one are all going to move next turn. Ooh, we got... Oh, my character does not have... I'd already waste my grenade. Dang it. Well, that was silly. This would have been a good occasion to use a grenade. Alright, well, what should I do? I've got... Okay, let's see what happens if I use my charged bash on a group of enemies. Like these guys. Looks like it can hit 2 folks. Let's do that. This is massively exposing myself, but...
Made the arrest. Book 'em.
Nice.
We advance.
Ow. Okay, so Blue Blood is going to act before the Necromancer and the Ronin. I don't even know what a Ronin is, but it sounds really scary. How are you at shooting Necromancers? 68% shooting Necromancers. A gas grenade slows people down. That might be something I want. Can't really hit multiple people with it, though, anywhere. Alright, so... let's try to hit this Necromancer.
Stay behind cover.
Okay, Necromancer's gonna die next turn. And then this Ronin's gonna show us what he does, and probably scary, whatever it is.
Fall before us.
Oh, sheesh. Rooted? So he can't move? Is that what that means? Maybe I want to let that guy escape. Okay, so now the turret... Is the Ronin going to act again? The Ronin just keeps acting? Sheesh, do we need to focus fire on this guy to just take him out? Alright, so first, let's try reprogramming this turret. Maybe it can help us. Then... Okay, this Guardian wants to escape. But... maybe what we want to do is take out the Ronin. Yeah, let's try to take the Ronin out. Have somebody shoot the Ronin as often as possible.
You got him.
He's just gonna keep acting. Come on. Do it. Do it, you silly robot. Because now I got our hacked turret. So again, the Ronin's going to move next. And this Bruiser. I don't think I can take the Bruiser out completely. The Ronin, much lower chance to hit. But I think I have to take the risk. Okay, good. That panned out. Okay. Whoa, how did it get over there? Well, I'm glad it's wasting its efforts on the turret.
We pay the cost.
Sheesh, that thing's mobile. Okay, if somebody has a bomb, like you... Ronin and the Bomber are both going to move next. How far can I throw this thing? I can already reach these guys. I'm kind of tempted to throw the bomb at these guys, shred their armor, Oh yeah, and actually that's not gonna cost me my entire turn, so let's do that. So now they're more vulnerable, and it didn't cost me an action. Let's... Can we soulfire the Ronin? At least knock him back a peg. And I absorbed some hit points. Okay, at least the grenades have a delay on them. Oh, he's just throwing at the turret, who cares? And... Okay, that guy's trying to escape. I can't let that happen. So who moves next? Ronin? The Guardian might escape. The bomb is going to go off. And the Commando is going to move. So I can try to take out the Commando? Or the Ronin? I mean, the Ronin gets to act before the bomb. Alright. So this is a complicated decision. So I think my gun has like a 10% chance of letting me use it and still act again. So I'm going to try shooting the Ronin. Just because he seems so dangerous. Okay, so I didn't get to act. The Guardian escaped. Bomb went off. So I'm assuming I didn't just lose because I let one guy escape. I just can't let everyone escape. Alright, so who moves next? The Bruiser moves next. How hard is it to hit the Bruiser? Because he's in that cloud, pretty hard. However, I can throw a gas grenade at him. So that somebody else is going to take out the Commando before I move again, but before he can move. So I'm going to not worry about him. I'm going to run over here and use this gas grenade. Am I? Yes, I am.
Grenade out.
So now they're poisoned and shredded. Oh, I can still move. I can still act. Well, let's also shoot the Commando. Now, Patchwork. There we are. Patchwork has got Chaining Jolt. These characters are right next to each other. Take your time, little robot. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. I appreciate that it's clear that they put a failsafe in so that if for some reason it can't figure out how to animate, it'll still at least do all the damage it is supposed to do. Alright, well, might as well shoot him. Oh, I missed. What I should have done was go into Overwatch if they left that cloud. But, whatever. I mean, I think we're good. Yeah, let's Overwatch. But he's not going to leave the cloud. He's going to die of poison, right? Yep. Dies of poison. So we won. Okay, so what I've learned about unrest missions, or what are they called? Anarchy or riots or whatever this was. I think it was an anarchy mission. I expected it to be a different kind of mission, but what looks like it is a mission I have to go on that doesn't give me as many prizes. And so basically, I got a little bit of intel because I captured some people, and that's it. So basically, it just gives me more maintenance.
I have never experienced anything like it.
Thanks, man. Good to know I'm a one-of-a-kind clone.
You broadcast what you think, as you think it.
Doesn't everyone?
Rarely. Communication often requires layers of caution, self-delusion, and mutually agreed-upon deception.
Sounds like a lot of work. I'd rather say what I mean so I can get to the important stuff.
And that is...
The sunrise, waffles, laughter, wood smoke, you know, living.
I am beginning to understand you.
Okay, so it looks like Blue Blood leveled up and got the ability to ignore cover when he's shooting people, which is nice. This is looking bad. At least nothing's rising in unrest right now. I'll probably want to go here for my next mission, because I'll get a reflex grip, which is nice, and this I'll be able to reduce unrest here, which is important. Can't do anything in the stacks right now. I've got enough intel. I might be able to place another field officer or maybe upgrade one. Get more Alarium. Well, whatever. So I've been doing this for an hour and a half, I think. So I think this is probably a pretty good time to quit. But hopefully going on this few missions and sort of dealing with stuff in between has illustrated why I'm so interested in this game. Like, I love these sort of breach and clear scenarios. It takes what, in XCOM 2 could be very kind of long, drawn out missions over a wide area. It takes them and distills them down into these much sort of tighter problem-solving spaces. It gives them, a lot more sort of balance control over how often something can be used, how powerful something is, and it gives me sort of these little discrete problems to solve. So it's very satisfying. I can be, busy with other things in my head and just sit down and play one mission's worth of this game. It fits into my life really well, and I love the way that they are managing the characters and having them each, stand out as having their own personalities. So I love this game. And that's what I have to say about that. So I am going to quickly come over here and wrap up this session and point out some other videos that I made. I don't know which ones yet. We'll figure it out. Happy birthday to me, by the way.